Hey everybody, welcome to our fourth installment of the Training to Qualify for the Boston Marathon video series. So in episode 3 I mentioned how so much of what I've learned is just from asking other runners and friends. So we thought in this episode we'd go ahead and ask the other folks who are doing the Peak to Creek Marathon with me what they've learned over the years and how they chose their training plan, what they use for fuel, what keeps them running, as well as plenty of other insights. Hope you enjoy.
Got me started. I was always a big-time athlete in high school and played quite a bit in college, but it was mostly wrestling, football, lacrosse. But after I got out of college, got married, my weight went from 167 to 237. I was 237 pounds. And I had to do something, so I started running just to lose weight, and then all of a sudden, I got addicted, and I've been doing it for 38 years.
I started running a long time ago, probably in my late teens, early 20s, mostly because I liked the challenge of trying to run a marathon. So that was my first race. I trained for 3 months, ran a marathon, and I liked the way it made me feel, so I kept running after that.
So I didn't run in high school or in college. I just started running in my early 20s just for exercise when I was in school, just casually, and then I figured out that I loved it, and a friend asked me to sign up for a half marathon, and I did it. I never did like the 5K, 10K half marathon progression, jumped right into a half marathon, and I loved it, and I guess the rest is all history, and now I'm hooked.
Fitness. I saw a picture of me that I didn't like the way I looked about 25 years ago and thought I needed to lose some weight and get in shape, and running seemed to be a good place to do it.
I just started to try to get in shape for my first race and just kept on going.
I started 7-8 years ago. My wife and I wanted to lose some weight and get fitter, keep up with the kids. So we started out cycling a little, playing tennis a little, and then we settled on running. Downloaded a Couch to 5K app and followed that. Continued increasing the mileage, then increasing the pace. And here we are, 7-8 years later, we're still running.
I started running because we had forced our sons to do cross country in high school and middle school, and we decided that if we were going to torture them, we should see what it was about. So our town started a running club at about the same time, so we started running with them and haven't looked back.
Just staying healthy, a good fitness plan. But most importantly, I've developed a really great circle of friends through running.
Just trying to improve, running with friends. I mean, now that I'm part of 2 different running groups, and I just love going to races with friends, and either running with friends or running our own races, and then meeting up afterwards and hanging out. And I do that 2, 3, 4 times a week with the similar groups of people, and it's just fun. I want to be able to keep doing that.
Keep on going is to hopefully help me live longer and more healthier, and to be motivation to other people. I turned 70 in 5 days, and I'm anxious to get up to that next age group, 70 to 74. So to me, I want to motivate people. I want people to look and say, hey, this guy is 70 and he's still running marathons and that type of stuff. So I want it as a motivator, and just to live a longer, healthier life. Yep.
I keep running because I got in better shape when I did it. I like to be in shape, and I like to be able to eat food and feel like I'm gonna use it up, and being out with people and running with people.
Well, again, I like the way it makes me feel, and I like the camaraderie, and I'm an active person. I like to be active, and I like to be outdoors.
I always feel I love to challenge myself, and I think that life really exists outside of your comfort zone. So, I mean, finding new races like the challenge of Peak to Creek excites me. I ran my first 50K earlier this year, so I want to keep challenging myself and seeing how much better I can do.
I guess I'm a very introverted person. I spend a lot of time by myself, and I enjoy the running by myself too. But when I got out with a club and was running with other people, I realized that it was just a great experience being out with other people doing hard work together. And so that was something I didn't know I was going to love, but that's really a motivator for me now.
an amazing group of people, a really great group of friends that's great to hang out with. I can eat pretty much anything I want. It's a great way to stay fit, and it's beautiful around here, so it's a really great way to see all the trails and the natural atmosphere that we have here in North Carolina.
Creativity. When I run, I don't run with music or headphones. I want that time to be by myself, to be creative, to think, to problem solve. And I've written 10, 11 books on motivation, classroom discipline, stuff for teachers. And some of my best writing has been done while I've been writing. So it allows me to get really creative and problem solve. I never expected that.
I think just the level of endurance that you get from it, and also how it contributes to weight control. Oh my God. I mean, running is the best way to be able to eat all you want and not have to worry about it.
I could just keep going back to just being healthy. It's been helping me out a whole lot with my health.
I think there's a discipline that runners need to have if they're training for something. We're constantly doing things that we may not want to do. I don't know about you, but I know I am. Sometimes I get up, I'm like, do I really want to do this in the morning, right? Am I looking forward to this long run tomorrow, for example? So, you do things that you don't want to do, and you don't do things that you do want to do. And I think that discipline carries over into your professional life, into relationships, into kind of what you do with your free time, and I think it's had a positive effect on every aspect of my life, essentially.
I think seeing some of the world and visiting places with friends and family. 21 marathons. I'm trying to tick off all the states in the US, so that's taken us to various places. I've done 12 so far and counting. Recently went to London to run, and we'll be going to Berlin fairly soon. So seeing places and enjoying time with friends, whether it be training or in a race, has been a lot of fun.
We actually got it from Martin, from Michael Hogan. He put it together for us.
So you got it from Michael Hogan does it. He does it for.
Yeah, he makes a training program up for most of the runners.
I write myself like a skeleton training plan of the mileage I want to follow, and then Nora of Fleet Feet gave me a lot of feedback and some specific workouts to help me target the time that I am trying to reach in the race.
My wife downloaded a plan from the Marathon Training Academy, which the benefit of it was just running 3 days a week and cross-training on the other days.
I got my training plan from Mike Hogan, who's the coach with the Fleet Feet group. He actually gave me a plan for my last marathon, which I've kind of adapted for this one, given that I have other races coming up along the way too. So it's kind of an amalgamation of his plan and some other races that I wanted to do.
Combination of a good friend of mine, and I also downloaded the training plan from the Boston Athletic Association.
Bart Yasso, I love his style, and he's always been a great runner.
When I started out, I used to use honey stingers, but they didn't seem to last very long. So now I'm using something called Huma Plus gels.
Pre-race, during the race, I've gotten by using a mixture of sports drinks and goo. I can tolerate that pretty well. I've come up with this recipe from Shalane Flanagan's book, Eat Slow, Run Fast. They're called Giddy Up Energy Bites, but I call them Puma Balls because they look funny. But it's a mixture of dates and raisins and almond butter, cocoa, coffee grounds, walnuts, and you can take them with you. And I've also come up with a special pre-run concoction, which is half sugar-free Gatorade and half sugar-free Red Bull mixed together, and that seems to be working pretty well too.
I'm gonna keep my traditional with a good pasta dinner and just run with some tailwind. and drink as I'm running.
My favorite is the Huma Chia Gel in Cafe Mocha flavor, but I also do like the Cliff Shot Block gummies and Annie's Fruit Snack gummies, like the ones that kids eat. They're delicious, and I carry those with me too.
So during my marathons, it's pretty much goos and gels. I don't drink Gatorade or anything. I stick to the water stuff. Now I am planning on doing an ultra marathon pretty soon, and then I may have to look at some different nutritional things. I think Martin says Tailwind has been pretty good. He uses that. Do you use that?
I use that, yeah.
So you recommend that?
I sure do.
Okay, so I'll probably look at that.
I usually go a combination of the pre-made little running waffles, or sometimes I use the gel packets. Usually Morton is my preferred one.
Well, I've done 21 marathons now. I'm still working on what that might be for my next few races. May try beans, sport beans, something like that. But I'm still working out race nutrition and race morning nutrition to try and come up with the most optimal plan for me. Hopefully by 30 or 40 marathons I may have worked that out.
You want to offer up what time you plan? Is your goal time for the race?
I'd love to run under 4 hours.
Well, I was hoping to qualify for Boston, so run sub 4 hours.
I've run one other marathon and I was going to try to get under 4 hours, and I did a little over at about 4:13. This is a downhill marathon, so I'm thinking if I have ever a chance to get under 4 hours, this will be it.
Try to break under 4 hours, I guess, would be good for me.
Yeah, mine's changing a little bit. I think because I've never done one before, I think my goal initially was just to finish without walking. I'm starting to think that maybe I can do it in 4 hours, so, but we'll see.
My goal, stretch goal, is to qualify for Boston, which is 3:50. So my time to finish would be 3:49:59. But realistically, I'd be happy with anything under 4 hours.
I ran it last year. This will be my second time. Last year I had some training problems, injuries that messed me up, and I was not pleased with my time. I did like a 4:50, but I have no doubts. As long as everything goes, I'm looking for about a 4:35.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for the willingness to participate, share their experiences. Everybody's unique, but the one recurrent theme you heard from everybody is one of the main reasons they run is just so they can eat whatever they like. It's really what more reason do you need than that to get out and exercise. So our next episode will be the Peachy Creek Marathon. We'll see how everybody did. We'll take a look at that beautiful race course. So if you want to know when that is, when we post it, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. Once you subscribe, a little bell will pop up, and if you hit that bell, then you'll receive a notification when we post this video or any of our videos. So thanks very much for watching, and Race the Nation.